We've got farmers from Brough and school teachers from Lisbon and people from Waterford. They're all over, seem to find a home here.
Second try for Bective. We have an array, a plethora, a smorgasbord of nicknames here. Most of them animal related. The badger, the trout, the beagle, the squirrel.
It's the country club in D4.
Would you believe it? Christy Moore actually played for Bective back in the 60s. He's no medals to show for, but I'm sure he has good memories of the club.
I was talking to some Alacadoos the other day. They said they had been a part of the club maybe 30, 40 years and they'd never seen the side of a medal, and I've only been here for 6 months and I've already got 3.
My name is JJ O'Reilly. I'm the club secretary here in Bective. I've been in the club about 45 years. I'm originally from County Galway. Moved to Bray when I was a teenager and learned my rugby in Presentation College, Bray. Bective Rangers came from the Bective School for Boys, which was established in 1834 in a house in Rutland Square, which is now Parnell Square. And the background to that was that that was the townhouse of Thomas Taylor, who was the Marquis of Headford in Kells and the Earl of Bective. He was a Cromwellian who came over around that time to Ireland, built a big house in Headford in Kells. The townhouse was obviously something that all the aristocracy had at the time. That obviously changed hands at some way along the line, and it was opened as a school. So in the 1880s then, early 1880s, some of the past pupils of the school decided to form a rugby club, and they took the name Bective. Now they added the name Rangers after one season.
It's the country club in D4. And the reason for that is that we used to always, over the many years that I was here, from the 70s on, fellas who come up to Dublin to work would come to Bective, because there's no school that feeds into Bective, no one school. It's not like Wesley College or Blackrock College or clubs that have schools. We like players to come from all over. It helps the diversity within the club, and we've always got great players from Munster and Connacht and Ulster as well. And the reason that we get them is that we don't have, it's not a club you'll find a clique in. It's a very open, welcoming club. I mean, 2 or 3 of the best players on our team at the moment, senior team, walked into the club, in through the front door, and they said they wanted to play for Bective. And they're just brought in, and there's no questions asked.
Nobody knows who you are outside the gates of this place. Nobody cares, because we're all part of the Bective family. I walked in the gate here in 1988. I've been involved playing, coaching, managing, and now I'm looking after the media piece for Bective. I'm a Blahead, although they have South County Dublin to me now. I've lost the Waterford accent, but yeah, it's like a second home for me. It's a family here. I found my tribe.
I'm Barbara Cullerton. I'm originally from Sandymount, which is where I got my love of rugby, because all the rugby clubs in the general area. And I have been down in Bective for over 50 years. So I was the first female to be club president. And that was in 2018, 2019. It was a tremendous honour, actually. You know, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I had a knot in my stomach of excitement, because I love coming down to Bective. I thoroughly enjoy rugby. I think that there's now enough good female members that even newer women coming down can feel comfortable.
Mick Doyle, nickname Sweat. I lived in Donnybrook, and I got to know some of the fellas playing down here. So I just joined here, and I was never a very good rugby player. I was always on the third A's, B's, C's and D's. That was 1970, so it's 50-something years, yeah. I got to know each other, and they became lifelong friends, you know, and still are. The gang of us here, all my age. I'm kind of late 70s. Actually, I was 80 on New Year's Eve. There's still about 15 of us of that group, and we go where every year to, we go to the Rankin area. I was in business and went through a very bad patch in the 80s, and you know, it was really, really bad. And the house was in jeopardy, you know, with the mortgage and all that. And a few of them approached me and said, you know, there's a good few thousand now at the time, and for a loan. And I dug myself out and got a new job and paid all the money back. And it was a kind of all done very secretly. You know, everyone didn't know that Sweat got a few grand from the lads, like, you know. But it was that's one thing that stands out in my life, you know, that these guys who I only met when I was maybe 23 or 4, they weren't schoolboys or anything, they were all guys, Bective guys, you know. And it was a great dig out, and as I got back on my feet, and you know, the rest is history, like, you know, still here at 80.
But the old clubhouse really was, it was nearly falling down. At one stage, we behind the bar, we were trying to change one of the counters, and the guy came in to change it and fell through the floor in the bar. The floor was completely rotten. The floor outside was completely rotten. The roof was completely gone. There was so many holes in the roof that we had to put buckets underneath it from time to time. And this is when we were trying to have corporate dues, and we didn't want rain falling down on our corporate guests and so on. It really needed an awful lot of work, and we put every shilling that we could into doing it up.
Paddy O'Brien is my name. I'm from South Limerick, a parish called Glenroe, and I came to Dublin in 1965 after being in college in St Munstan's College in Limerick. And in '67, 2 years after I joined, I got a scarf, an honour scarf, which I still have, in Bective 1967, and I scored a try in every match I played, which was about 25 or 27 matches. I project managed the clubhouse renovation because of my construction experience. The electrics were getting dodgy, the plumbing was okay, but the heating was not good. The hot water was intermittent, the showers were grubby. The main hall then for the functions, we had patches on the floor, little white stickers on the floor for dancing, so don't dance there and don't dance there, and there was about 20 stickers on the floor, like you can't dance over them because there was pockets in the floor. We had sanded the floor so often that in fact there was nothing underneath them. If you make the place proper, you will get the response, and we've got all of that in spades.
Actually, do you know what my highlight? I had Christy Moore singing in the hall before Christmas. Just sang it unaccompanied by a guitar or anything, just himself, stood up in the middle of the hall, sang it. Brilliant. That's the power of Bective. And would you believe it, Christy Moore actually played for Bective back in the 60s. He's no medals to show for, but I'm sure he has good memories of the club.
Ben Mannion, from Sydney, Australia originally. My father's Irish, so I've been coming here all my life. My family, we've been here the last 15 years. Had another spell back in Australia, so it really is kind of home now. It's a brilliant club. The people here have been absolutely fantastic. It's a club that's kind of well known for bringing strays in from all over the place and giving them a home. You know, lots of country people. You know, we've got farmers from Brough and school teachers from Lisbon and people from Waterford. They're all over seem to find a home here, so it's been really welcoming. And the people have been fantastic. Nothing happens in isolation. We're working on the back of some really good work by people like Bernard Jackman and stuff over the last couple of years. We've just been able to maybe take it to the next step, but just through the hard work of the players and the people around us.
My name is Darren McCluskey. I'm originally from Meath, and Bective has been a weird journey. One of my friends was down here and he got me down there 3 years ago, and it's kind of written in the stars ever since. It's great fun, can't really complain. Definitely the silent type. Try to lead by my performance than talk. There's plenty of lads that can say a few words and have a good speech before the game, but try and power them and let them lead the way.
I'm Ollie Foote, from New Zealand, from a small town called Pew Pew. It's a very country town in the middle of the North Island. The story of how I came to Bective, a very nice man named Kurt McQuilkin. He's an old boy of Bective. He was a member of a rugby team that I played for over in New Zealand. And we got talking, and I said I was very keen to come overseas and play a bit of rugby, and he linked me up with Bective. In New Zealand there's a lot more line breaks. Over here it's a lot different. I think I have kicked the most I've ever kicked in my life. We've got the League, AIL Junior Cup and the Spencer Cup. It's a good effort. I'm proud of what we've achieved this year, it's great. I was talking to some Alakadoos the other day. They said they had been a part of the club maybe 30, 40 years and they'd never seen the side of a medal, and I've only been here for 6 months and I've already got 3.
It's more than just the silverware, it's more than just the achievements. The place is a hell of a lot better. Everything is just so much better than it was.
But even having won 3 trophies, the big thing for us this year is to get promoted to the AIL, and we're putting all our energies in that. We've a great squad, we've a great team of coaches, and that's where we really want to be.
Welcome to Silken Thomas Park, home of Kildara RFC, for this All-Ireland League promotional final. between Leinster champions Bective Rangers and Munster champions Thomond RFC. McCluskey picks it up, he spots the gap, he's in under the post. And after 7 years of knocking on the door, trying to get out of the Leinster League, trying to get back to the AAL, Bective Rangers have done it.
It's a step on a journey. We still don't want to stop there, we want to keep going. There's 5 divisions in the All-Ireland League, so I don't know how high we want to go, but we don't want to be sitting at the bottom again of risk at falling down again, so we'll see. We're not standing still.